Thank you for joining me today for our daily reading of today's blog entitled Grace. Before I do share with you, I would like to invite you for a word of prayer. Our Father in heaven, I thank you and I praise you. You're so gracious because you have given your only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. I pray in his name, amen. Gracious or grace. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 15 from the King James Version Bible. And Hannah answered and said, No, my Lord, I am a woman of sorrowful spirit. I have drunk neither wine nor strong drink, but have poured out my soul before God, before the Lord. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Last night, our prayer meeting ended at 9:06 p.m. U.S. West Eastern Daylight Saving Time. I lingered a little bit talking to a few participants who stayed on for a while. One of them used to work as a delivery nurse, and we chatted. Unbeknown to me, my wife was already in active labor while I was leading our prayer meeting, but she downplayed the pain when asked. She and our two kids were in the other room using her Zoom account, listening to our conversations. She was in silent labor. When I ended the meeting, I went to see her and our kids, applied back massage to her. Then her water broke. I was advised to go to the hospital. The nearest about 45 minutes away from us. I drove her with our two kids by 9:50 p.m. She was groaning in pain while I focused on the road. It was a quiet evening. There were not many vehicles on the highway, and my speed was slightly above the posted limit. When we arrived in the hospital, they did not allow inside children under the age of 18. I drove back home. I had a hard time communicating through her hospital room's phone because my wife left her cell phone at home. An unknown number called me when we got home. I returned the phone call, and it was my wife's voice. She borrowed the phone of one of the nurses there to call me. The nurse took a photo of my wife and our new baby. She sent it to me. I later learned 5 minutes after dropping her off, she gave birth. The reason I could not get through was that the nurses and technician were already delivering the baby without any doctor. They ignored the phone ringing. The doctor is holding them till the Sabbath for some tests and observations. My wife has surely endured the pains and delivered our third child graciously. I am grateful for all the prayers that were offered in our Zoom groups and from friends. It is not easy to bear a child and to rear them. We named her Hannah. It means favor or grace. The story of Hannah reminds me of the sorrows and the struggles of godly women, their hopes and dreams, their silent agonies and their joys. Hannah prayed and trusted in the one true God. She was granted a son named Samuel. Indeed, grace is love that endures till the end. I thought of God's love giving his son, Jesus Christ. They committed to be gracious and to underserving sinners. They both suffered and sacrificed. Jesus, the Son of God, showed us what it takes to trust and obey his Father. Grace is meaningful if applied in practice not only to those we love, but to those undeserving. Truly, I am undeserving of Christ's grace. I just trust and obey. Thank you so much for your prayers and support. Sincerely, the Blessed Hope. May God the Father and his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ,